riding with me.
Okay.
All right, we're going on a stakeout. Now, you gonna go and need to masturbate beforehand?
No. I already took care of it.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and your handbag.
Oh, Mr. Sterling, we're most excited to finally see the restored painting of my great-great-great-grandparents, the dear symbols of the Montgomery family.
Yes. And we've spent countless hours researching the artist's intent to ensure we had the painting just right. Here we see the unrestored version.
Oh, so regal.
Yes, and here we have the fully restored version of the painting.
That's different.
Yes, indeed, rather.
Yes, it seems there were quite a few details that have been covered up over time. Thankfully, we were able to restore each and every one of these fine details.
Please do go on. I'm sure these objects have stories of their own.
Yes.
But of course, if we begin in the foreground of the picture, you may notice that Mr. Montgomery is depicted in the fashion of a roller coaster junkie.
Roller coasters, you say?
Yes!
Oh.
Yes, they were quite new at the time. It seems that Mr. Montgomery would travel from amusement park to amusement park, riding every coaster he could, often only going by his nickname, Big Thunder.
The paper bags on the hands?
Yes, the paper bags on the hands. It seems that Mr. Montgomery believed his hands were a private matter, not to be shared with the public.
Oh. Private hands, you say?
Private hands, yes.
Oh, how interesting.
And this is my great-great-great-grandfather.
Yes.
My flesh and blood.
Quite right.
Please go on.
What can you tell us about the trophy?
The trophy, yes. It seems that Mrs. Montgomery was in fact a champion live goldfish swallower.
So she swallowed tiny little slippery fish.
Yes, it seems she lacked a gag reflex and would swallow as many fish as she could in a sitting. You could say her belly was full of tiny fish. She in fact was the world champion 5 years in a row. Although she made the trophy herself.
Mrs. Sterling seems to be staring out into the distance.
Yeah.
Yes, if you notice the shadow in the upper right-hand corner of the painting, that actually represents her deep mistrust of boat shoes.
This woman is somehow related to my husband?
Yes, quite a bit.
So, her genes pass down to her children, in turn to their offspring, then onward to their children once more, down to my husband, and then onward to our children, therefore, how shall I say, tainting the blood that dribbles down our family tree.
Yes, a whole bunch. Yes.
What'd you say?
What can you tell us about the background?
Yes, well, if we turn our attention to the background of the painting, you can see a lovingly depicted sex trapeze.
An intriguing piece of taboo.
Yes, you may notice it is quite well worn from heavy use.
What do you mean by heavy?
Well, imagine the amount of sex you could have on a sex trapeze, factoring in stamina and energy and attraction to your partner, and multiply it by like 1,000. It seems that Mr. Montgomery wanted to bring the thrill of the coaster into the bedroom. You know, with the climbs and the falls.
Yes, yes, the corkscrew.
The corkscrews and the
The
loop-de-loops.
loop-de-loops, the upside downs and the right side up.
Yes, yes, all of it.
Yes.
A water slide.
Oh,
No, just roller coasters. in fact.
yes.
But you'll notice, right here, very closely, there is a small inscription on the sex trapeze, which is in fact a poem written by Mr. Montgomery ridiculing the employees of Busch Gardens.
Do tell us, Julian, what would the valuation be on a piece like this?
Well, upon careful review, I believe this painting to be worth somewhere in the high negatives.
Oh,
The negatives, you say?
Yes, it seems you would owe anyone who views this painting quite a bit of money for their troubles.
well, it appears we'll have to keep this piece within the walls of our
Yes.
No, in my professional opinion, I believe you should burn this painting. Fast! These people were strange and weird.
Well, Mrs. Sterling, we do thank you very much for your time today.
Yes, of course, I'll see myself out.
Well, it appears your family is quite fucked up, Giles.
And very poor.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Her eyes get so red. And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. Up in the present owner fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The second floor is hot for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time I better things to do. Criminal record says I'm broken.